a study was going to be done on this program. And it was suggested that the University of Chicago Crime Lab evaluate the NRI program, including a cost-benefit analysis, and they agreed to do this pro bono. Why didn't the Illinois Violence Prevention Authority utilize that study of evaluating the program?
First of all, let me say that I was not aware that the University of Chicago was offering to do a pro bono study. I met with the University of Chicago. I went to their offices, to the lab, to the crime lab. They described the type of studies that they do. There was no cost discussion in that meeting. So, number one, I was surprised when I saw in the audit that there was a statement that the University of Chicago had offered a pro bono study.
It's our understanding that the governor recommended that we use that, that you use that.
I did not receive any recommendation from the governor's office that we conduct the study through the University of Chicago. I vaguely remember a conversation with Tony Irving about wanting to, or about data sets and the type of data sets that the University of Chicago had. I at no point received direction that the University of Chicago should be the place where we do our evaluation work.
Well, I guess regardless of that, the University of Illinois was chosen, right?
The University of Illinois was a sister state agency, state entity, intergovernmental agreement. They had the capacity and the expertise to do the kind of study we needed, and that's the other thing I want to emphasize here. We, at the time that we were initiating the Neighborhood Recovery Initiative, let me find this in here because I want to be clear. 16. Okay. There it is. Okay. So the type of study that the University of Chicago discussed was certainly the type of study that we might have wanted to do several years into the program. What we needed at the time that we were initiating the program was a data system that could help us collect data that would help us determine if we were succeeding at maintaining a data system, implementing the program components and delivery models, providing the services, having the community providers regularly enter that data. We were building a program and needed to determine if we could do it, if we could take these models to scale across 23 communities, if we could perform the services at the level that we had perceived that we could. We needed to build a system that would answer some basic questions as well as some intermediate outcomes. We had an evaluation design and we established a data system that enabled us to collect participant data online. And this is, you know, I really want to say this. This is kind of a challenging part of the audit for me because we were so proud of the data system that we had established. We went into this from the get-go knowing we needed to do evaluation. We requested $500,000 in the total budget to be available for evaluation, which is, by the way, like 1% of the, or less than 5% rather, of the total cost of the program. We knew we needed to evaluate and study and collect data that would enable us to figure out what we were doing and whether we were having impact. Every one of our components had two outcome 2 outcome goals that we measured through pre and post surveys. So we did not,
Well,
we took this seriously.